What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Damachi. And guys, I'm going to warn you right now, we do have another set of banners incoming. I know everyone has been saying it, and it is absolutely true. We have had way too many banners as of late. Basically since the anniversary, it's been like a banner every 2 weeks, which is insane. Like, if you want to summon free-to-play, you just flat can't. It's pretty nuts. Like, I have had a really hard time keeping up, and I'm notorious for skipping banners here and there just because, may or may not feel like they're worthwhile. But every banner we've had has been really stellar and like nearly impossible to miss. So let's jump in. Let's talk about this because I think that warrants its own interesting discussion. But let's go back to the beginning here. And we're going to talk about the new events coming in tomorrow, okay? It does say 12/9 Thursday. This is actually coming in tomorrow. Remember, these are all in JP time, okay? So here are the new banners, new tale as well. Limit Break Wandering Producer Finn. Pop Stars Live Show Battle. I wonder if this is going to be connected to the old Pop Stars event. It kind of looks like it might be. But who knows? We'll see what happens with the tale. New events theme song is here. Farewell in the Woods of Wishes. Interesting. So this is an actual song. By Levia and Philbis. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how that plays out. Here's banner number 1. It is Levia, Amid, and Eyes. Look like that Eyes is going to be the... Is Eyes going to be the assist on this one? Probably. Let's go into this. Let's see. Okay. First things first, this new Levia unit. Skills. Skills right out of the gate. Notice they are not time limited. So that is one big benefit to this. If these units were time limited, it would kind of be like, necessary to summon. But not being time limited means, well, frankly, if you really wanted to skip, you could do so. And basically what would wind up happening, you just have to get them when we get tickets or all that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But, being not time limited does mean it gives you some options. Also, another thing to consider here, bear in mind that the New Year's units always tend to be really good. So if you had to make a pick and you had to skip, even though some of these units are going to be stellar, probably skip and save for New Year's if you want my honest opinion. But let's see what they actually do first, okay? 1995 with Magic isn't all that groundbreaking, but it is very good. Same with agility. It's like having agility over 1,000 anymore is kind of the expectation of most units. But unless they have very special skills. But it is a really good agility skill. HP 3687, a little lower than I'd like. MP 406 is very nice. Defense at 636 is off the charts for a magic unit. That's actually really good. And here's the one thing that I want you to consider when we're going into this. She is a magic water unit. Is she going to be better than anybody else we have on the water team? Consider that while we look at her actual skills, okay? Oops. That's right, we don't have the skill page now. Unfortunately, our dude that is making the skill page is currently down with COVID. We are wishing Yoko a very safe and rapid recovery. But, unfortunately, we do not have that page, but, we're more or less worried about him getting his recovery and wishing Yoko all the best. Let's get back into it. Skill 1, 54 MP cost. This is foes, plural, fast high water magic attack with ultra encounter rate, 20% charm, and allies magic plus 50%, critical rate plus 40%. So, good. Interesting that it's got an ailment. Usually when you see ailment like that, you've basically got a choice. Are you going to build an ailment team with the unit, or are you going to go all in on, war game or something like that? Usually when I see ailment, I immediately go, I could probably do without that unit because I don't have an ailment team and I don't really desire to build an ailment team. Not anymore. I think ailment teams have kind of had their day. I think they're not what they used to be. They could still be great, don't get me wrong. There's still those moments where you run into an ailment team and you go, nope, next. But there are enough ways to negate ailment teams too. I think they've had their day in the sun, personally. Though if you're not prepared for them, once again, they can still ruin your life. So, ailment, keep that in mind. Skill 2 is a, did I read that right? 225 MP cost. Good grief. Allies, fast KO save if HP is greater than 10%. Removed, obviously, if that's below 10%. So another KO saving throw. And self agility and guard rate plus 60%. 3 additional actions, foes, plural, mid-water magic attack with ultra and guard rate. Nice. That's a mid attack with an ultra and guard rate. That is a very, very, very nice addition there with that extra skill. Interesting point here. 3 additional actions, 225 MP cost. This is going to be very, very, very expensive to get off. Very expensive. And she hasn't given herself a water attack damage yet. She does magic plus 50%, but she does not give herself a water buff. Doesn't give herself a critical rate buff, which is going to be nice. But, man. Gives herself agility and guard rate. So basically the way she's built, this is a 100% of War Games build. You want to get skill 2, then do skill 1, and then hopefully you get the charm. The magic 50% is really only going to come into play on the secondary attack on turn 2. And so, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Not blown away by this unit, honestly. Skill 3 is once again the standard throwaway. Foe singular super water magic attack with temporary great magic boost. I love temporary great magic boost, but I think in the current realm of the water team, if you don't have a percentage boost on the 3rd skill, you can throw it out the window, personally. SA is a foe's plural ultra water magic attack with ultra penetration rate. 40% skill damage per each self water and magic buff skill. That becomes 160. That's about on average, if I'm honest. And water resist down 60%. I do like the water resist down 60%. Is it enough to make me want to go after this unit? Honestly, I'm probably going to skip this unit. I'm not going to chase this unit by any stretch, personally. I think my water team is fine. I don't need her for War Game. I don't need much of anything else. She would be a major benefit, but I honestly think my water team is good without her. Personally. Let's move on to Eyes. Okay? And Eyes is not. Amid will be the assist. I should have seen that coming from this. Well, usually the unit on the top is whatever. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. She is a physical unit. 3865 is a bit low for Fizz. Not the end of the world, but a bit low for Fizz. 2095 is a great physical attack. 572 is a good defensive buff. 1187 is a phenomenal agility stat. 284, not the end of the world for magic, or for, I'm sorry, for MP, but at the same rate, you know, it is what it is. Could be better, could be worse. Let's go into her skills. Skill 1 is an ally's fast strength, dex, and agility plus 35%. Self light attack damage plus 100%. Ooh, I like that, and I didn't want to like that. Let's see what she does. What else she does. Skill 2 is a foe's plural high light physical attack with ultra encounter rate and strength, magic, and physical resist down 30%. Ooh. For 4 turns, 3 additional actions, foes plural low light physical attack, and removes AoE damage reduction buffs. Ooh, Eyes. Oh, I don't want to be back in this banner. I really don't want to be back in this banner. I like that, though. Especially for the light team. I like that a lot. Maybe you get, like, one of her and see where things go. This might be a good opportunity to, you know, utilize some prism bonds or, like, hold on to a unit till we get dupes or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. It might, because of Eyes, it just might be I take one or 2 shots at the banner and then walk away with whatever I get. Because remember, it is going to be guaranteed 4-star on the first draw, so... Bleh. Skill 3 is a foe singular super light physical attack with ultra and guard rate and temporary great strength boost. Once again, without percentage bonuses, I really don't see myself going after skill 3 or ever honestly using it. SA, ultra light physical attack with ultra critical rate, great temporary strength boost, and physical resist down 50% for 4 turns. I like that, but we have those skills and it's not end of the world. I really like her skill 2. Is it worth chasing for that skill 2? Honestly, very tough call. Maybe not. We're going to have to see, though. Tough decisions on this. Tough decisions. Let's move on to Amid, who is the obligatory assist on this banner. I also would have seen that if I had moved ahead at all. Azure Star Saint Amid. At max limit break, strength and magic down 20%. Allies sleep and seal resistance 100%. Honestly, double ailment is nice, not necessary. 100% skip. 100% skip. We have units that do strength and magic down 20%. You don't need double ammo resistance. There are ways around that. Skip. But she does have a great HP stat. HP is 1300. Physical stat is 417, which is not the end of the world. We have much higher physical stats. Personally, skip. I might change my mind, but skip. Eyes is the only one of the banners worthwhile. Interesting. Let's talk about the second banner. Is that Il Milione? I think that's Il Milione. All right. Il Milione. Kitty Star Philbis. I don't know how that's actually pronounced. Someone's going to correct me in the comment section. Kitty Star Philbis. Alrighty. Now they're just going to go straight for the tropes. HP is 3767, which for a magic unit is really good. MP is 386. Not great, not terrible. It's about 3.5. 207 for magic stat. I say 207. 2007 for magic stats. See, I got tripped up by my own joke. Is really good. Not end of the world stuff, but really good. 1107 for agility is really good once again. Anything I'd say over 1100 for agility in this day and age is a really phenomenal stat. So her stats are pretty respectable. But once again, remember, water unit. Is she going to do anything better than the units we currently have in water? Let's find out. I forgot I don't have the page. Once again, I want to wish Yoko a speedy recovery. He does a lot for this channel, and we wouldn't wish ill on anybody to begin with, but we really hope he gets feeling better. S1, 83 MP cost, foes plural, fast high water magic attack with ultra uncounter rate. This is a big long one. This is like a paragraph. And strength and magic down 40% for 3 turns. It's not groundbreaking. We've seen that a lot. And self magic. Consider that it's been now 2 years since we've had that. 2 years. And it's arguably the first unit that introduced it is now free to play. So do consider that. We're not done though. Self magic and counter rate plus 60%. Very nice. Notice she does not give herself water damage though. Both for 3 turns and 3 additional actions. Foes plural mid-water physical attack with ultra encounter rate. So strength and magic down 40%, magic and counter rate up 60%, no water stat, and 3 additional actions with a mid-water physical attack with ultra encounter rate. Lot she do on that skill, but is it going to be groundbreaking for the water team? I don't think so. Hate to say it, really don't think so. Skill 2, 33 MP cost, allies fast, penetration rate plus 40%, and water attack damage plus 50%. Okay, there's our water skill for 4 turns. And foes, water resist down 40% for 4 turns. We already do have water resist down 40%. Don't remember. I think that's on an AoE. So, yeah, I don't know if I really need this unit. Let's take a look at her S3. Foe, singular, high water magic attack with skill damage plus what? Here's the big caveat, and I should have read this before we actually recorded this. Skill 3, high water magic attack with skill damage plus 150% if your opponent is charmed. So here's the deal. This works only with Levia. Only with Levia. Levia has to get her skill 1 off, charm somebody, then the skill 3 could work. This is a massive, massive package, but honestly, it's a gimmick. I don't see this ever working, even in Wargame. It would be so super specific for this to actually work in Wargame, and Wargame will almost always focus on AoE attacks. And you're talking turn 3 minimum. Turn 2 if you really are getting silly with it. Turn 3 minimum before this takes off. She needs Levia for her best skill. I'm going to say pass, personally. SA is a foe's plural ultra water magic attack with ultra critical rate, 40% skill damage per self, water and magic boost, and magic resistance down 60%. Once again, I don't think she does anything groundbreaking aside from skill 3, and skill 3 to me is kind of pointless. Foxy Star Haruhime. We're getting a new Haru. I know people are going to want the new Haru. She might just be a collector. Just throwing that little nugget analogy out there for you. Now, to be fair, I have gone into this with a rather antagonistic approach. I did not want to summon on this banner. I wanted to leave these banners alone. So if you disagree with me in the comments section, definitely let me know. I'll consider that before we make tomorrow's Before You Summon video. But thus far, I'm not impressed. I think these are gimmick packages, personally. Now, skill 1, 23 MP cost. Self, slow strength and fire attack damage plus 70%. I like that a lot. 4 turns and foes plural extend debuffs by 3 turns. I like that. That's very nice. It's a great skill. Skill 2 is a foe singular, so she is for Record Buster. Foe singular. We haven't even talked about her skills yet. We'll talk about her skills in a second. Foe singular. Fast mid-fire physical attack with Ultra and Guard rate. And down 40%. I'm sorry. Ultra and Guard rate. Guard rate down 40%. Sorry, Guard rate and physical resistance down 40% for 2 turns. That's written weirdly on my sheet, on my screen. So, Guard rate and physical resist down 40% for 2 turns and 3 additional actions. Foe singular mid-fire physical attack. Skill 3, foe singular super-fire physical attack with ultra penetration rate, skill damage plus 30% per guard rate and physical resistance debuff. So that could be up to, bear in mind, no, let's read this correctly, okay? 30% per guard rate reduction. You can reach guard rate both on the adventure and the assist side. That becomes 60%. Physical resistance debuff, okay? You can do that once again on the adventure and assist side. So you're really talking maximum of a 120% boost. That's really good for a skill 3, but it is super duper specific. So when you build her, you got to build her right, or else you're not getting maximum damage out of her. That said, I think she's going to be pretty easy to build. Now, SA is a foe singular ultra fire physical attack with ultra penetration rate, 40% skill damage per foe singular guard rate, and physical resistance debuff. Remember I said that was 120 before? That goes up to 160. Physical resist debuff and fire... Okay. Fire resistance then, as the additional action, goes down 60% for 3 turns. Which is good. Not end of the world, though. I don't think we have a fire resistance down 60%. That would be nice, but I don't know if she's worth summoning out for that alone. Though, her skill 1 for the fire team is really good. So I would say, like, if I had to pick and choose, personally here's how I'm going to look at this. If you're doing the full... You know what? No, I'll save that for tomorrow's video. I will save my recommendation on this for tomorrow's video, because we need something, unique to that content, because I've really picked this banner apart hard. Haruhime's skills. Did we not talk about her skills? We don't have her skill page up here. All right. I don't know why I don't have her skill page up here, but I will tell you out of the gate, she does have 3801 as HP, which is pretty respectable. Not end of the world stuff, but pretty good. It's getting really close to that 4K mark that I like. Physical attack is 2091. Agility is 862, which does leave a bit to be desired. She is not going to be a speedy unit. To be fair, though, Record Buster, you don't need that. Defense is 720, though. Her defense is wonderful. So, all in all, I like Haruhime, but let's move on to our assist. Oh, there's her. Where was that a minute ago? Anyway, I'm going to fire my assistant that sets up the tabs, which is me. I'm fired. I'm officially fired from my own channel, guys. So that we had a good run. I've apparently been fired. I'm out. We got to go. Wait, I can't fire me, can I? Well, we're back into it. Lily. Equinstar Lily. Lily's pretty straightforward. She's an assist. HP is 974, which isn't terrible, isn't great. Her strength stat is phenomenal, though, 613. Basically, the only reason you'd want this Lily... Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Let's look at her skill first. 20% penetration rate, water attack damage, and fire attack damage. Oh, 20% penetration, water, and fire attack. Ooh. I want Lily. I need this Lily for my team. I got to ponder how we're going to handle this tomorrow. Because as of the banner, there's one unit I need. 2 other units I'd like, and the rest we'd have to throw away. So I'm going to ponder that. I'm going to ponder this. I will say... No. I'm going to save it for tomorrow's video. Tune in tomorrow's video if you want my honest opinion on this. Other than that, guys, we do have the free-to-play Wandering Producer Finn. I don't have his stats, so it really doesn't matter. You're probably not going to use him much, but I believe, unless I'm mistaken, he's going to be an assist. So we'll see how that in tomorrow's content. Danmemo campaign information. Popstars live show battle election with more than 1,500 votes. We will get 400 iris each. Nice. Let's do that. All right, an election battle between Eyes and L Eyes and Il Million. A special wallpaper for the group with more votes will be distributed as a present. So basically, we'll get one of these 2 wallpapers. Whichever one gets the most votes, that's the one we're going to get. Like, reply, retweet on Twitter, and like, comment, and share on Facebook. Post hashtag Danmemo election to vote. Nice. Let's go. Total number of votes received by the group members equals total number of votes received by the group. Pretty straightforward. Votes earned by characters will be calculated for each group. So, LIs will basically be calculated. Anybody that votes for Levia, Eyes, or Amid is going to be for that group. And when votes for Philbis, Haruhime, and Lily is going to be for that group. Man, did we literally just pit all the Eyes and Levia fans versus the Haruhime fans? Damn, they knew what they were doing. That's dirty. That's dirty. I won't be surprised if Team 1 wins. But man, the Haruhime fandom is gonna have a fit. Man, this will be fun. This will go down about as well as when I did that waifu video. 3 posts will be made for each characters to be voted on. Don't forget to like, reply, comment, and share for your favorite character. So basically, they're asking you to only pick one and then vote for that. Don't like and share all of them because you're just like throwing a vote to the wind, pretty much. So, I mean, if that's what you want to do, whatever. But yeah, they're asking you to pick one, more or less. Popstar live show a battle election. Achieve a total number of likes, replies on Twitter. For part 1, part 3 to get rewards. So we get 3 potato snacks, 5 gold star tickets, which is nice, and once we get to 1,500, 400 iris. Nice. The winning group gets their special autographed wallpaper made. Yay! Yay. Yay. I love how they like post sample all over there, you know, just to make sure you don't swipe it for no reason whatsoever. Popstar Showdown bundles. These are the bundles, you know, the usual stuff that you would get on something like this. We see these every single time. They're not really much of a surprise anymore. We are getting a new heroic trial. This is for that Eyes, and was her name Lulu? Is that Lulu? I don't remember her name. Anyway, and I said Eyes too. Osfi. I'm just to edit that part out because I know people are going to go nuts for that. Anyway, whatever. They're getting a new heroic trial. Collect all the items, get a bond for a 4-star unit. There you go. You know how these things work. Hopefully you've completed all the other heroic trials because all that stuff's going away tonight. Bonus Iris campaign. 300 Iris now sold, or 400 Iris now sold at 300 cost, 1600 at the 1400 cost. I like when these are around. 400 becomes a really good value. Basically, it's $20 for a multi, which ain't half bad. Core 7 Zone's back. Current 7 Zone is going away tonight. Make sure you've done that. I've shown you guys basically how to do that with the water team. Go kill it, wipe it out. I auto run mine. It takes like 10 minutes. It's so simple these days. I keep meaning to do one with fire and dark, but just I haven't had a chance to put those videos together yet. But I'm pretty sure they both can do the same thing. I know dark might have a hard time, but fire absolutely can. War game. Remember Record Buster's going tonight? War game is incoming. I have an interesting thing to talk about with Record Buster. I hopefully can make that video before Record Buster goes away. But we used one of the new items on Record Buster, and it changed stuff. You'll see. We'll talk about it when we make the video. That's all the Danmachi stuff coming in tomorrow. That's a lot. Thursday, we are getting a new login bonus. Pretty good stuff. Not end of the world. Not groundbreaking things, though. 70 Iris is always a tasty treat. Remember, we get, 20, 30 Iris a day if you do all your dailies and everything. More than that, if you're still watching the ads. I watch the ads as often as I can, and I get tons of Iris for it. I know some people have kind of petered off on that, but I do all the ads. That's 5 to 7 ads a day, depending upon how diligent I am with it. And that could be up to 50 Iris a day. So start doing, I mean, it's not going to be realistically 20 or 30 Iris a day, but then compound all that by running all your dailies and all this, it adds up real quick. 2 3-star tickets. Would love for at least one of those to be an 11 draw, but it is not. And once again, we are about to go into a major winter event and the New Year's event, which are huge. So don't get stingy. This is still worth logging in for. Those are going to be massive login bonuses. That's it for this week. Next week, Familia Rush returns. Familia Rush is back, guys. So, start preparing now. Seems like water and fire. Maybe even light. I don't know. All 3 maybe. Anyway, you already know that for Familia Rush is going to favor the units that we just got. But I suspect you'd be able to do fine with the old units that are already on our teams. Probably not going to hit top marks. You're not going to hit whale numbers, but you'll probably be able to hit numbers that will just be fine. So I wouldn't lose sleep. Personally, my opinion. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. This is everything coming in tomorrow. I'll be back with more Danmachi. We still haven't talked about the final trial, and that goes away tonight. Because I still haven't S-cleared it. Gotta go take care of that. Fingers crossed we have that video out here this afternoon. I'll be back. Hopefully.